Hi, my name is Sukrit Ghate. I'm from Perpetual Profits, and today we are going to be talking about the market movement that's happened in the past few days or the past few weeks. So let's get started. We're going to be talking about the Nifty chart, and we are seeing, as you've seen, this is the monthly chart that I've opened here. And over here, what you will see mainly, the first observation is that if you see from this part, so this was somewhere in the this was the pandemic time, and over here it's mainly all upwards. So you can say the market is uptrending when you look at the monthly chart, right? But in a monthly chart, or when you're looking at something from a very bigger point of view, even this biggest of movements seem to be small, and that is exactly how a chart would look on a monthly, because when there are big movements happening, 100 200 point movements happening in the day, on the monthly it's just going to look like a small movement. So if you see, this was just a reference point from where we can look at the chart and what kind of things we'll understand. We'll go deeper into the analysis, and we'll go to the next chart. We'll go is the weekly, and we'll see what kind of a movement has happened there. So this is the weekly chart, and to be fair, there has been quite a lot of movement. But again, I'll just show you what I'm trying to say. Um, Anywhere from this area and this area, you can see there is a downward and upward and downward, up, down and up, and it's basically broken this particular range, right? And what I'm trying to show you from here is that on a weekly chart as well, you will see a lot of movement, and that can be something. Uh, a small candle can also be a big candle on the daily chart, and here, if you see, it's mostly sideways, but it also had a phase where this particular area over here, from here, it was downtrending, then it's recovered, then it was making lower lows. If you see here, first one here, second one here, third one here, and the highs weren't really getting better either. So the first high was here, the second high was here, third high was here. So lower lows and lower highs is generally, as you know, a downtrending movement. But here there was, when you look at it from a generalized point of view, it's mostly sideways. And now this is definitely broken. As you can see, the market has reached heights that we weren't really expecting. It did break a very important high, and we really needed that. So that it made the market a lifetime high, and that was a movement that was very nice to see, because the market had really been trying to break that barrier, and it finally did it. So that was something good. And I won't be marking any supply or demand zones, as I'm just talking to you about the monthly and weekly chart for reference purposes. We'll go to the daily chart and we'll see if there are any nice zones that we can find. So this is the daily chart, and from what I can see, there is actually a nice zone, but it's not a demand zone, it's a supply zone. So this zone right here, it's in the range of 18,632 and 18,696. It's a 60-point difference. Market, now I'll just mark this for you. If you see the market from here, it is uptrending, but let's take this as a reference point, then you can see it's downtrending moreover, right? And that's very important because let's say there is a trade that we get, and how we'll get that trade is if, let's say, the market is recovering and it goes again somewhere in this area. This can act as a very crucial supply zone, because on the daily chart it's quite evident, because I'll just show you this candle. This is quite an explosive candle if you see. So a lot of institutional selling has definitely occurred in this particular area, right? It's got a one candle basing, and this is a rally here. So this is the rally candle. This supply zone is what we call a rally base drop. So this was the daily chart, and this was a very prominent supply zone that I could see. And what I would like to show you would be a smaller time frame where you can see, or maybe even take a trade if possible, somewhere around this zone. So we'll take this supply zone as a reference, and then we'll go to a smaller time frame where we can actually maybe look at some trades that might be possible. So I would prefer the 75-minute or a 60-minute chart. I'll just go to a 60-minute chart. Let's see if we can find something. So on a 60-minute chart, there is definitely a zone here as well. There are a lot of candles for sure in the basing, but we would be looking at zones in and around this zone, because this would be a reference zone, right? And let's see if we can find a nice supply zone somewhere close by to this particular zone. So from what I can see right now is this zone right here has quite a lot of potential. Again, it's a drop base and a drop, and what I mean by that is it's got a nice big candle, big explosive candle, one candle basing, and let's consider this as a drop. So What I would tell you right now is wait for the market to come into that price range, which is somewhere in the ballpark of 18,490 and 18,540. And if the market comes to that area, which I'm fairly confident about, we can look for some short trades. We can either short some calls or we can buy some puts. We can even directly short futures. But for now, we'll have to wait, and our entry would be 18,497 would be the entry. Our stop loss would be at 18,538, and let's see. So as of now, I would say wait for the market to come into this price range, and if you want to play it safe, we can wait for it to go into the daily price range as well, which is this zone that I was referring to, that is in the range of 18,632 and 18,696. But for now, I would wait it out, and once the market goes into these price ranges is when I look for shorts. So this was the analysis. Thank you for watching the video. Take care.